The water pie, I know, is a recipe that originated during the Great Depression. Is this an episode of Cooking Vintage? I didn't know what playlist to put this under, but this might be a Cooking Vintage on accident. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm not the only person who's been lost in the TikTok algorithm. And recently, I stumbled upon this thing that feels so wrong, so unsound, and something so different from what I've ever done baking before that I really want to give it a shot. Today, what I want to do is make the viral water pie. I also saw a video on TikTok, except instead of water, they put Sprite into it. I thought, that's weird, let's try it. And then I thought, how could I make it weirder? What if I use a soda that's basically carbonated prune juice? That's right, we're gonna use Dr. Pepper. And if that's not enough, I'm also gonna do one made out of orange juice, because at this point, why the hell not? What we're doing today is making a water pie, a Dr. Pepper pie, and an orange juice pie. And then we're gonna see which one is bad and which one is good. Hopefully they're not all bad, but we're gonna find out. We're just gonna make them. The water pie, I know, is a recipe that originated during the Great Depression. It's just cooking extra vintage, I guess. I'll take it. So with that, let's get into it. First things first, we're gonna make the crust. I hope I have enough ingredients for everything. We're gonna do 5 cups of flour. I hope this is 5 cups. We'll find out. I'm not gonna say famous last words this time. 4, it's getting full. 5. I was gonna shoot another video today making something else, but I might not have enough flour to do so. Mom, why are you on keto? Help a sister out. I digress. We have enough flour for the pie shell. Let's move on. 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now we're gonna pulse these all together. That's probably good. And next we're gonna add in 2 cups of butter. So I have 2 cups of diced chilled butter here. Is it getting pretty full? Yes. Am I going to stop? No. But is it full? Yeah, it is. I see that too. I'm gonna add it cause I'm young and confident, even though it's probably a bad choice. I don't mean for these always to go bad, but I get worried every time. Wish me luck. Anytime, ladies. It's not too late. I'm gonna take out half of this. If you've seen my channel, this is my process. That looks more accurate. Now I'm gonna add some water, and then I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did, but with this. I'm gonna add 2 more tablespoons of water. It's getting close. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with this stuff. It goes on the table and it makes a mess. But this time we did it on purpose. I'm gonna actually form this and put it into that bowl. I hope this table was clean before I got here. It does smell really good for just being like mostly flour and a lot of butter. Probably maybe a little bit too much water, but we'll mix it in with the other. I'm gonna combine all these now because one is a little watery, the other one is very floury. It's coming together in a not concerning way, which is great. Next step is to roll this out into pie doughs and add it to the pie pans. How confident do I sound right now? Coming across on camera that I don't make pies a lot. I'm gonna get some flour on this because it's sticking just ever so slightly. Also, this will tell us if I should have put flour in the bottom. Looks like I maybe should have. Hold on, where's the scraper? I feel like now is a good time to mention that one of the other reasons that I really wanted to start this channel is because I just wanted to get more experience cooking and I wanted to have more of a reason to just bake more fun things. There's always room for improvement and learning new skills. Once the pie crust is in the pie pan, I always feel a little bit better at that point, but you never can be too sure. How do I want to cut this? Trim it off the sides. You're not here to stop me from messing up my pie. The next step is where it gets weird. You know how I said before, there's a thing that you do when you make this pie that just goes against every baker's instinct in my body? I am about to do that thing. Next up, we add 1.5 cups of water. And guess how we add it? Here's a cup of water. That's how you add it. What? Here's the other half. This feels wrong. I'm sure it's fine, but it doesn't feel right in my body. I'm gonna put that off to the side for now and work kind of quickly on this other part. I just feel like something's gonna happen if I let water sit in the pie shelf for too long. So that's a cup of sugar. Now we need 4 tablespoons of flour. 4. Mix up that together, the flour and the sugar. My mom said this is supposed to taste like a sugar cookie. She's never had this before. I should preface by saying that. Now you just do this. Watch. Still feels wrong, doesn't feel any better. It's just the water part is so strange. I've never done anything like this before. Our grandmothers probably knew what they were doing. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Next we're gonna take our butter. We're gonna take 5 tablespoons. We're gonna cut it up into little pads. And then you just lay it on top. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then I'm gonna get the next one to get done. Now I'm going to repeat all of that, but just use Dr. Pepper instead. I'm glad I'm not crimping these to make them look cute because life is a mess. Next part that feels very, very wrong to do. Dr. Pepper, carbonated prune juice. Cup of that, and then half a cup. I know I joked about the carbonated prune juice, which I think is true about the flavor of Dr. Pepper, but also it is my favorite soda. I saw a thing that it's supposed to fizz a lot if you do this part, but you don't stir it, so that's also weird. It's doing like this weird frothy thing, but I'm gonna go with it. So it's sticking on the top a lot more than the other pie was. Now I'm gonna put this in the fridge and finally finish up my 3rd pie. I'm making 3 pies today. I'm not like really trying to make these look pretty at all. Right, I guess that's the plus side to having like a cooking vintage from the Great Depression era instead of the 1960s. Still feels wrong. Still feels wrong. If all goes well, I hope this tastes like an orange creamsicle. After this, I'm going to put some aluminum foil around the sides, pop all 3 of these in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna lower the temperature to 375, leave them in for another 30 minutes, and then I will take them out and show them to you at that point. Wish me luck. So the pies are done. These were in the oven for I think over 2 hours. And they're not perfectly set yet, but a good portion of the filling was just liquid, so I don't know if they ever will be. If the texture isn't right, well, cooking vintage is not for me making good things. It's for me making something. And I made 3 things today. I think I've done enough here. I've proven myself to you, YouTube. I'm gonna start with the traditional water pie. It's got some leakage, you know. Is now the time to do my Keith Happersburger impression? The water pie. It kind of did hold its shape a little bit. Here we go. Look at the side of that. The texture is really confusing because it's honestly not bad. And if I was a kid in the Great Depression, I would be so excited to eat this. The texture is a little weird though in how gelatinous it is. It's not bad, it's not great. The main star is the crust. It just tastes it tastes sweet and bland. I give it like a 5 out of 10. It definitely doesn't taste like a sugar cookie, but it is maybe the best thing I've had on Cooking Vintage. I'm trying to think of the other things that I've had on Cooking Vintage. Significantly better than the banana hollandaise, obviously. Now we have the Dr. Pepper pie, which, if you can see, is also not set. It's not set at all. Paul Hollywood would be ashamed. What are you? The Dr. Pepper flavor barely comes through, but I'm like, should I be happy about that? Is that the gift? It's not bad, but it's very forgettable. The wateriness of this is like, look at it, like obviously, like yeah. The texture is awful. So if I'm including texture in my review, it's like a 4 out of 10. I'm really glad that the crust turned out good. Last one to try is the orange juice pie. The orange juice pie. I don't hate that. And I think out of all the pies, it's the one that works the best. It's not amazing. It's not the best pie I've ever made. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 maybe, but considering the way that we made them, the pie crust excluded because obviously that's always gonna be more of an endeavor, but like just with the filling and how you just pour it straight in, I am pleasantly surprised with the orange juice pie. Would I make it again? No. It's not like a creamsicle popsicle by any means, but was it awful? No. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. I release new videos every Saturday. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share with a friend. Otherwise, I will just see you guys around on the interwebs. Bye! Every food processor is different. Am I making a video today even?